Hello and welcome to a short video which will explain the proposals for a new leisure and community hub in Marple. My name is Judith Atkinson and I'm an architect at GT3 Architects. I will be talking you through the current options that are being considered. We are developing plans for a Marple leisure and community hub that could replace the existing Marple pool and Marple library in a new purpose-built facility. We carried out some initial public engagement back in March to ask you what you would like to see in a new building, and we have used this feedback to inform the work we've been doing since. We have been engaging with various specific groups over the last few months via online video presentations, questionnaires and email discussions to understand their thoughts, requirements and ideas for the hub. These groups include the Neighbourhood Forum, Civic Society, Friends of Marple Memorial Park, Senior Citizens Association, Swimming Club, Library Service and Life Leisure. We are also running a dedicated youth survey targeted at young people in the area. Marple Pool has been closed since 2018 for health and safety reasons and would not be able to reopen without significant investment. Consequently, there are no plans to reopen the pool. The gym facility at the site has been closed temporarily due to the coronavirus pandemic, and there are no plans to reopen this as the size of the gym will not allow for it to be operated cost-effectively whilst social distancing restrictions are in place. Major roof works are required to prevent water ingress into the gym, and it is not economically viable to make this investment when a replacement facility is being planned. Options are currently being investigated for alternative fitness provision in the area, while we continue with the possible development of a Marple leisure and community hub. Ideally, we would have run face-to-face engagement events on the proposals, but with the current restrictions and the need to consider everyone's safety, this is not possible. When the situation allows, we will arrange this. Meanwhile, we want the project to keep moving forward, and this presentation provides the latest information and shows the current proposals we are considering. We would welcome your feedback on them. The proposals seek to create a combined community hub building that provides a focal point for all the community activities in the area. We have explored options that include other uses alongside the leisure and library facilities, such as the Senior Citizens Centre, including the hall, youth facilities and the health centre. We would like to hear your thoughts, ideas and opinions on the options shown here, specifically the preferred location and mix of facilities. The ways in which you can provide your feedback are explained at the end of this presentation. We would look to locate the new hub on the site of the existing library to the north of Holland's House. We have explored other locations, including the existing pool site and other sites within the park area, and this site has proved to be the most suitable in terms of being able to accommodate the proposed facilities, its proximity to other facilities and the town centre, and its impact on the park. Many of you asked why we are not using the site of the existing pool, but unfortunately this is not big enough to fit a new larger facility. Using the library site means the proposed hub would be positioned within Marple Memorial Park and could take advantage of the fantastic views while connecting to the park and all the outdoor play activities available. The new development could include a cafe which would also serve the park. We currently have 3 potential options which are explained in more detail later in this presentation. The first option is our core brief, which would provide replacement library and leisure facilities. The second and third options then include additional facilities to enhance the core brief, grouped into community and health. Both of these options would allow existing buildings on the site to be removed. At the moment, we are not looking to include facilities for the Scouts or police in our proposals, although discussions with those organisations are continuing. Key themes. These are design concepts that are important to the aspirations of the project. They create the main objectives which inform our designs. Strengthening a community heart. connecting the new centre to the wide variety of existing community and leisure uses nearby to strengthen and provide a focus for the established community spirit. Increasing participation inclusively, encouraging more members of the community to take part in activities, both physical and community-based, whilst ensuring that these activities are inclusive to all. Big offer on a community scale, creating a flexible development that offers a wide range of uses through making spaces work hard whilst maintaining a community scale and public feel. Embedding heritage, celebrating the heritage of Marple and the park in the new development through considered interpretation and exhibition. We have included a heritage aspect into the key themes of the project following feedback from key stakeholders at a recent engagement workshop. Option 1, Core Brief. We are calling this option the Core Brief as this would provide replacement library and leisure facilities, the core of the project. The Core Brief includes the removal of the existing library building and the provision of library facilities and community rooms in the new building. It also includes a swimming pool and fitness suite to replace the existing swimming pool in Marple. This is a location plan showing the existing library building removed and the proposed new community hub Core Brief built in its place. The facility mix in the Core Brief uses a bigger footprint than the library building had, so some of the existing wooded area to the north would have to be removed to accommodate the larger building footprint. This option includes no changes to the general access to the site and uses the existing road into the park for all vehicular access. This option removes only the existing library building. All other buildings around the site, including the healthcare building, the Senior Citizens Association building, the Scout Hut and the police building, are to remain. This is a coloured plan of ground floor of option 1. The ground floor comprises of two main parts, the library and cafe areas with kitchen and WC facilities, and the pool hall adjacent with the spaces that support it, such as wet changing areas and plant areas. We envision that the main entrance would be off the existing car park and into the ground floor library space with reception and cafe. The cafe would overlook the park and tables could spill outside in warmer months. The pool area would also face the park so swimmers could get park views whilst they are in the pool. This is a coloured plan of the first floor of option 1. All floors will have accessible access via a lift. This floor includes another large library area with views over the park, and then to the left of the plan we have a fitness suite which accommodates 60 gym equipment stations. We then have, towards the back of the building, a studio space which can be used for exercise such as dance, yoga and spinning classes. And we have a changing area that serves both the studio spaces and the fitness suite. On the second floor we have a community room which will take advantage of the long-range views over the park, and we have a multi-use room which can be both a community room and a studio depending on what activity is taking place. This shows the three levels side by side. In order to accommodate all of the facilities, the building has to be this size. However, we envision the second floor to be more of a mezzanine area where the rooms on that level would be able to see down into the rooms below. The second and third options then explore additional facilities to enhance the core brief, grouped into community and health. This option, Enhanced Community Brief, explored the possibility of including the Senior Citizen Association's facilities into the proposed development, along with other community uses, such as an area for young people. The core brief is the base of all of the proposed options, and for the Enhanced Community Brief, it has the benefit of additional facilities, such as a dedicated entrance for the Senior Citizens Association, which is something that was raised in the comments from the previous engagement as being important. This is a location plan showing the building footprint in the location of the existing library. In this option, we explore the refurbishment of Holland's House to be used as a community centre. This would accommodate the Senior Citizens Lounge as well as some community rooms. In order for this to work, the extension to Holland's House would be removed. With the extension removed, we could then connect the two buildings via a shared community entrance. The Senior Citizens Association could have a dedicated entrance straight into Holland's House. One of our concerns in this project is the woodland area to the north of the site, which we are trying to preserve as much as possible. In this option, the building footprint is able to move closer to Holland's House and connect into it, which means that some of the woodland to the north can be saved. This option shows the senior citizens' facilities as part of the new development, therefore their current building would be removed to allow for additional parking spaces. This option does not interfere with the existing roads. Access to the site is as existing via the existing road to the park. This is a ground floor plan of option 2 showing a refurbished Holland's House as part of the project. Refurbished Holland's House could include new senior citizens facilities alongside community rooms, youth facilities and offices. This plan also includes a multifunction community hall with adjacencies to the kitchen and links into Holland's House. This is a plan of the first floor which, similar to the core brief, shows a large library space overlooking the park. With Holland's House refurbished for community use, we plan to provide the council employees that currently occupy Holland's House with new facilities on this floor. This plan also shows the studios and changing areas towards the back of the plan. This option includes the fitness suite on the second floor, which would have fantastic views over the park and beyond for the people using the gym equipment and fitness spaces. This diagram shows the 3 levels side by side. The footprint of this option is larger than the first option as it includes the community hall and shared entrance space. Option 3, Enhanced Health and Community Brief. This option explores the possibility of including the community facilities as shown in option 2, as well as a new healthcare provision, which would replace the existing NHS building opposite Holland's House. The facility mix builds on the previous option and also includes the healthcare provision. This is a location plan showing the building footprint in the location of the existing library. Similar to the previous option, we explore the refurbishment of Holland's House to be used as a community centre. This would accommodate the Senior Citizens Lounge as well as some community rooms. As with the last option, this option would see the extension to Holland's House removed. The current health centre would be removed and the healthcare workers would be relocated in the new facilities on the second floor of the new development. With the removal of the existing healthcare building, access to the site could be brought in via Parkfield Avenue. As with the previous option, the existing Senior Citizen Association building would be removed and the space allocated for car parking. One of the strengths of this option is that the entrance to the park can be pedestrianised, which will allow for a much nicer and safer route into the park for pedestrians. This is a plan of the ground floor which shows Holland's House dedicated to community use. The first floor shows the new facilities for the council workers who currently occupy Holland's House. As with the previous option, we have the library area overlooking the park and the studios to the back. The second floor accommodates the fitness suite, and then to the back of this floor is the health centre facilities, which feel slightly separate from the fitness suite, and this is to provide a degree of privacy and a quieter environment. This shows the 3 levels side by side. As you can see, this is the largest option shown, but also the biggest mix of facilities. What are the next steps? Your feedback will be used to inform the further development of the designs. We are due to have more conversations with organisations such as the NHS, Senior Citizens Association, Scouts and the police in order to finalise a preferred option. Subject to funding of the scheme being approved, we would then develop the plans in more detail, followed by a further invitation to give your views prior to a full planning permission. We have exhibition boards located within Marple for you to view. one on the external wall of Marple Library and one on the external wall facing the car park of the existing Marple swimming pool building. The information on these boards is the same as what is contained in this presentation. Please view them safely at a distance from other people. What do you think of the spaces included in the hub? Is there anything else you'd like to see or something you think shouldn't be there? What do you think about the site location? What do you think about the 3 options and do you have a preference? Any further comments or ideas? The closing date for comments to be received is the 4th of January 2021. We really value your feedback and the comments and ideas we've had so far have been invaluable in getting us to this point. Please let us know what you think. Please provide your feedback via the link on www.stockport.gov.uk/have-your-say. Alternatively, you could send your comments by post to the address above, or you could call the number above to request a hard copy of this information to be sent in the post. Thank you for listening.